All right, welcome back to Heavy Haul HQ. We're here at PM Trailer Sales. We're going to meet Anthony, and we're going to show you a special project we did. We don't do step decks every day, but we installed ramps. Some people were asking me over time about these ramps. They're a heavy duty ramp. They are rated at 23,500 pounds. What these ramps do is allow you to haul heavy machinery up onto the bed of a step deck. There's two 8-foot ramps, 20 inches wide, roughly. And we're able to get these at such a good price that we're not allowed to publish the price.
4 8-foot ramps.
4 8-foot
Yeah,
ramps.
you got a set on each side.
We got a ramp set on each side.
Yeah.
We're gonna kind of unpin them and show y'all how it goes. This is Anthony here. How you doing? So Anthony's gonna help me show y'all how these ramps work.
Quick and simple. I mean, you put pins, make it easy.
Can you do it by yourself?
Yeah.
You can?
Oh yeah. Well, quick pin out.
Those have the pins there, and you can lock them because people will try to rascal you and steal your ramps.
Yeah,
'cause
if
they're
you want to
freaking
change it out and put
expensive.
your own lock, you can. Make it slide out.
These things kind of the same thing. They have a little pin there. We've welded these onto the bumper rear seal of the trailer. He dropped the ramp down into the slot there.
Sits right in that little groove, and then
It
it's
sets in the groove. And then that'll lock it into place.
Yeah.
Can you show them the stands and all the whole kit and
extension
caboodle?
where you can.
This is a Fontaine Infinity trailer too, by
They're
the
pretty
way.
much same way.
These also have a lock on them, right? Well, a linch pin now, but you can put a lock on them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's got 2 more pins in there.
Yeah. See right here, if you got certain elevations, pin that one up there, and this also adjusts up.
Oh, so it's adjustable, so you could set it to different
Right,
heights and
right.
stuff.
If you're on
Right now, it's
unlevel
kind of
ground.
it's kind of at the lower height. Can you
Yeah.
pin it in there?
Huh? Pin, yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's gonna pull that cotter pin out of there. Oh man, I got all greasy. Document that. You don't see that very often. And you're seeing this in real time. It's the first time we've done this, and we're not really struggling with it too bad. He's doing it by himself.
I mean, they got
Which
a
I
little
guess-
weight to the ramp part.
Yeah, they're heavy.
but
they're
I mean,
aluminum.
for what they can do, it's worth it.
They're extremely heavy. All right, so that's the approach right there. I mean, that's a pretty, I've always seen them do it on different channels, and I wonder how they get up there safely, but that actually does look pretty safe.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty low load angle, and I mean, it's pretty stout.
Oh yeah.
That is really stout. It's welded on there.
And see if you need to get them further on the ground, that's what this will come up. Help that pivot.
And then will you kind of show them up here? Just walk up here with me and show them where the other ones would pin on. We're not going to make
got
Anthony
you.
carry these all around.
Oh yeah.
Anthony's the only one that's brave enough to come on camera
So
with
you
us.
can do the same.
So then you would
get
just
up.
use like one ramp here, right?
Yeah. I mean, and like I say, if you needed something that's, you ain't got much clearance, you need to further out, you can still use both of them up here.
Okay.
For something that was a, low base, not much clearance. That's what's good about having, both ramps.
And so what type of machines would go up here?
I mean, you put, your, little small, you can put a small whacker packer, your remote control equipment, if you had that, because a control packer is probably about that big, and it'd walk right up that ramp, easy.
And this is who owns this trailer? It's a Conyers Concrete. They're a concrete
that's
company,
right, yeah.
so they got, I mean, you see
Oh,
they have
yeah,
big
they gonna have all
equipment on
kinds of
here.
equipment, Yeah.
They have some pads over here.
Oh, yeah.
So I imagine they're going to be putting like little mini excavators
Yeah.
and goodness knows what else.
I'll say,
Golf carts. You could kind of put anything up here. Why a lot of the flatbedders and step deckers like these is then they can get the loads that nobody else can get.
Yeah.
But traditionally, these have always been a very expensive system. Again, I can't say pricing as part of my contract with the manufacturer, but I have some of the best competitive pricing around. Fontaine, this is a Fontaine trailer we're working on and installing these on. Fontaine, the platform division, has quit selling these, So over the years, I almost quit selling them because I couldn't get them at a competitive enough price. But now that I'm set up with this company, I can. And so,
Yeah, shoot, yeah.
like I said, I had a lot of people in the comments asking me about these type of ramp, if they're worth it. And the price has to really be right. We don't want to just jump in and spend a bunch of money on ramps and installing the ramps just to get 1 or 2 loads a year. But if you're seeing on the load boards a tremendous amount of loads that you're missing that are paying better rates, then these ramps might be worth it for you. I know a lot of people that have them and a lot of people that love them. It kind of turns this trailer into a landall trailer because now the stuff that you could traditionally get with a landall, you could now get on one of those type of trailers. Not everything, but a lot of stuff. This would be a landall trailer here. This is a brand new 440B, and y'all have probably seen these before. This is what we're most famous for on this channel, is the traveling axle trailers, and these things are fantastic. So these axles will slide forward, and that whole bed will tilt up in the air. And they have the winch on the top, so you can winch a piece of equipment, dead equipment or something on there. So now Anthony's locking them back in place.
Yeah, and to see, you show them that, the little slide pads that's in there, that helps, loading them in and out.
What is that? It's like a nylon pad or something?
Yeah.
So that helps slide them in and out.
Yeah. That way it ain't constantly metal to metal and it's, fighting it and bunch it.
Can you tell them a little bit about the installation process, what you had to go through?
Really just, figuring out where everything needed to set, where we had the clearance at, and get everything up there, get it marked, drill it, bolt everything. That was it.
What'd y'all use to drill it with?
Just air drill. I think we drilled up to a half-inch hole.
Like a step bit or something?
Regular drill bit.
Oh, but y'all didn't
I did drill one small hole first, yes.
The pilot hole?
Yep.
Y'all didn't have to use the magnetic drill?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then show them about the obstruction.
Oh, the piece back here?
Yeah, so these trailers have these
brackets.
Braces. You can see it better over here.
Yeah.
So we had these braces going all the way down it, and we had to make sure that we could fit in between them.
Yep.
And we thought we were going to have to cut out and redo the bracket and put it, modify the bracket.
Yeah, but it ended up fitting.
But it ended up fitting.
And it don't interfere with your
kind of towards
straps
the edge more. Doesn't mess with the straps.
No.
So you do got to look at a couple things when you go to install these.
Yeah.
This one's, kind of right back in there.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, but so if you're in trucking and you think these ramps would be an advantage, we just wanted to show y'all what it took to pin them, unpin them. And so he welded them on the back, and then we just bolted the brackets on the side. That stand he's carrying. Oh, the other cool thing that these things can come with, this customer didn't need it. So a lot of times when you see these ramps, you'll see that they have load levelers. A load leveler would turn it from a step deck. You have these slots that go in the stake pockets, kind of stake pockets right here. And what it'll do is it'll bring your whole deck up to this height so that you have a flat level deck. So that way you could get those really long loads. Because on a step deck, you have 10 feet roughly on the front upper deck, and then 43 feet in the rear, depending on the length of the trailer. So if you're needing to haul pipe or something that's 53 foot long, you need a complete flat level deck. And so a lot of these ramp kits, what they'll do is they'll turn the ramp sideways, and then they have some bracketry. This one doesn't have it. This customer didn't need it. And the bracketry will turn this whole deck where you have a more flat level deck with what's called a load leveler. So that's an option. They have a lot of other options. One of the other cool options that they used to make at this company, but they've gone away from, and he said he would start making them again, but I'd have to order a couple of them, is on your extendable lowboy trailers, they have a bridge available. Let me go show you. All right, so this is a Fontaine Magnitude 55 MX. It's a lowboy stretch trailer. The bed on this one, or the lower deck, is 29 foot in the well. And what it'll do is it'll stretch open to 50 feet. This section right here, if you unlock the pins on the front of the neck, will stretch this whole bed open. But then what you're left with is this rear bolster with removable ramps, and you have just beams coming down the middle. So say you had 10-foot gap right here, right where that holster is. Make a bridge that'll get across it. What if you're hauling a bus or an RV and you need to bridge this gap so you can get back to park? You've already got the trailer stretched open. They make a bridge for that. They make toolboxes, bridges, all types of stuff. Really interesting stuff. I'm going to get back into, now that we have a better contact with a company that can make these, I'll start pushing these again. I don't want to buy stuff at a really high price from the customers. My customers, need good, so I'm just going to work every day till I find it. All right, so that was some good family-friendly fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anthony,
Yeah,
for
no
helping us
problem,
with
no
that.
problem.
It was a bunch of work for really no good point other than making a video for the guys out there to be able to see whether they can justify spending some money on some ramp.
I mean, if you
So
got
we appreciate
if you
y'all
got the load
watching.
for it,
Please
it
like,
definitely
share,
helps.
subscribe, and we'll keep making good heavy haul content for you, and occasionally a video on step decks and flatbeds for you.
Yo, it's Heavy Haul HQ, rolling with the crew, moving those big loads. Yeah, you know how we do. We got the ribs, the power of the mic, from dawn to dusk. We own the night. Oversized loads ain't nothing but a thing. Got the trailer stretched out, feel the metal sing. Trucks on the highway, flexing the muscle. Heavy Haul Nation, we hustle and tussle. Precision and skill, that's how we roll. From coast to coast, we're reaching our goal. No load too big, no job too tough. At Heavy Haul HQ, we play it rough. Move the weight, we bring the freight. Heavy Haul HQ, we dominate. On the road, we stand tall. When it comes to hauling, we do it all. Big rigs, big dreams, rolling through the night like a laser beam. Heavy Haul HQ, we got the game. On the road to glory, we're riding the fame. Customized, blue lights gleaming. Trail King super stretch, just like we're dreaming. Every trailer's a beast, every truck's a king. In the world of heavy haul, we reign supreme. Got the team on deck, every move precise. Navigating highways like rolling the dice. From parts to service, we keep it tight. TM trailer sales, we shine the light. Collaborating with the best like trucks in the game. Marketing moves, we stake our claim. From TikTok hooks to YouTube fame. Heavy Haul HQ, remember the name. Move the weight, we bring the freight. Heavy Haul HQ, we dominate. On the road, we stand tall. When it comes to hauling, we do it all. Big rigs, big dreams, rolling through the night like a laser beam. Heavy Haul HQ, we got the game. On the road to glory, we're riding the fame.